Hey guys! So I thought I would sit down and record this requested makeup brush video. So I'm going to go through all of the makeup brushes that I like and some that I was kind of like meh about, so that you guys don't have to waste money on those. So anyway, without further ado, here's my brush video. So I use these cases to hold my brushes. So here's all my brushes. A couple of them were like the preset packages, like the face ones or the eye ones that you can order from Morphe and Sigma. So I got I got some of my brushes out of those, and then some of them I have just gone on and ordered them individually. We'll go step by step and do face brushes first. So for foundation, I always use a kabuki brush. I used to use this one a lot, and sometimes I still use it if this one's really dirty. And this one is the Sigma Flat Kabuki F80 brush. So this is just really flat and dense, and it is synthetic fibers, so it will not steal your product. So yeah, this one is really great for foundation, or even blending out cream contour. You can get, a couple of the foundation brushes and use those to blend out cream contour. The other one that I love is the Morphe M439 brush. I have used this in my previous videos, and this one is my new favorite. This one is the same, it's dense kabuki. It has more of a rounded top as compared to that super flat top, so I feel like it just blends out a little more. And again, it is these synthetic fibers, so it's not going to steal all of your product. Speaking of cream contour, I like this Morphe E8 brush. It is like a smaller version of this M439 brush, but yeah, this one is just really great for blending out those cream contours, or even for blending out your concealer underneath your eyes, because it is really small and it gets right in there and just is really great and blends it out seamlessly. Bronzer brushes. So I normally use this Sigma Powder Blush F10 brush for my bronzer. If you want a little bit more of a chiseled look, you can switch to an angled brush. This is the Sigma Large Angled Contour F40 brush. I used to use this all the time. I go like in spurts. Sometimes I'll use this one, for weeks and weeks, and then another one I'll use this one. So, I really love these both. Now for powder, I don't really use this for loose powder. I more use this for brushing off excess powder. My favorite powder application now is to use a dampened beauty blender. I just think that puts on your powder seamlessly, and it gives your powder a little bit more moisture, so it's not going to make it look really cracky or dry. So I think using the dampened beauty blender for powders is in my opinion, the best. But if you are for using a big powder brush to put your powder all over, then go for it. This one is the Sigma Large Powder F30 brush, so this is also a good brush. I don't know why I started using this stippled brush for my blush and stuff, but I started using it and it just really blended it out really pretty. So I've been using it ever since, and this is the Sigma Duo Fiber F50 brush. Yeah, I use it for blush. I use it for some shimmery bronzers sometimes. It's just a really great brush, and I think because it's so stippled and wide, you see, I think that's why it gets that really pretty and blended out. Lastly, for the face, this is probably the most important brush of all time. No, I'm just kidding. But this is the Morphe M510 brush, and this is for, of course, highlighter, which is the most important, of course. But anyway, yeah, this is just a standard highlighter brush. You can use a smaller brush if you want. I like this one. Now I'll throw in a face brush that I really did not like. I picked this one up from the store. It is a NARS brush, and it's supposed to be for like contouring and stuff, but the bristles are just so wiry and rough, and they kind of hurt on your skin, so this was not a good purchase. Okay, so now I will move on to my eye brushes. I have Sigma ones and I have Morphe ones. So my two favorite Sigma blending brushes, they're actually the same brush. They're both tapered blending E40 brushes. This one I purchased just like single, and then this one came in a set. They say they're the same brush, but they're different, I swear. Like this one is more, it's a little more thick, and of course it has the white tops, and then this one is thinner, but they're both equally soft, and they're both great thick blending brushes to just lay down that powder and really blend that out. So I do love these two, but my new favorite has been the Morphe M433 brush. This is just another blending brush. I think I like it more because it's a little more tapered on the edges. See how it comes up more in a point? I think that's why I like it a little bit more, because it really gets in that crease and you can really blend out all that shadow. So those are probably my three favorite bigger blending brushes. Second is these smaller blending brushes. This one is an Morphe M506 brush. This one is just the same. It's the same little blending brush. It's just on a smaller scale. So it's really great for packing on the darker colors right into the ends of your lids. It also blends really well up into the crease. And also another blending brush I love is this Sigma Blending E25 brush. It's the same. It's pretty similar actually to this Morphe M433 brush. They look almost identical, so those are both great blending brushes. Oh, going back to face brushes, this is a Sigma Precision Tapered P86 brush. This is what I use to just dip in my cream contours and just lay that down. It's just some random brush. I'm not really sure what it's really for, but that's what I use it for. So, coming back to eye brushes. This is a great packing brush, Sigma Eye Shading E55 brush. It's really short and dense, and this is actually what I used today to just pack on that dark color. Yeah, it just picks up a lot of product and really holds it in there, and it can pack really well. Now, I'm just going to throw this brush in here because it's what I use to pack on all my shimmer colors. It is just some random Too Faced brush, but I've been using it for so long. It's just a little packing brush. I think I got it in like some palette or something, I don't know. But this one is just a really short little dense brush to pack on those shimmers. Next is the Pencil E30 brush, also from Sigma. This is just a standard pencil brush, little tapered end. This is what I use to blend out those under eyes. So yeah, and then one of the most important brushes is my eyebrow brush. So this is another Sigma brush, small angled E65 brush. So this is just really thin and small angled. It is perfect to get those precise brows. I also have another one of these, and it is the same exact brush. This one I just use for my eyeliners, gel eyeliners, and this one I use for my brows. Now is this Sigma Flat Definer E15 brush. It is just a flat topped small brush, and this is great for picking up those dark shadows and buffing them out on the tops of your lids closest to your lash line, and also buffing out those dark shades underneath your bottom lash line. Throwing in one more, this is just a concealer brush. This is a Sigma concealer brush. I use this brush to sometimes clean up my brows. I don't do concealer on my brows, but if I ever like get out of, a line gets out of place or whatever, I can just kind of clean those up and it pushes that product back up into my eyebrow. I also use this if I'm doing, a dark lip and it goes, too far outside of my lip line or whatever. It's just great for cleaning up. I don't use it for concealer though. Anyway, yeah, that's one of the last brushes. So I think that is it for brushes. I don't think I missed any. Yeah, so my two main favorite makeup brush companies are definitely Sigma and Morphe, if you couldn't tell by all my brushes. They are very, very affordable. I think, you know, the face brushes maybe go for $10 to $15, and then the eyeshadow brushes go for, you know, anywhere from $4 to probably $6 or $7. So again, they're very affordable, and they all, both companies do value sets, you know what I mean? Just that come with, you know, there'll be an eye set that comes with these brushes and a face set that comes with this so many brushes. So that is also a good idea. I am overseas, so Morphe actually does not ship over here. So for all of my other military spouses, you know, living overseas, or if you just, you know, live in Europe or anywhere, they do not ship over here. So I have to send it back to family stateside and have them send me those brushes if I do order from them, but Sigma does ship overseas. So that is it. I will stop rambling now. So if you took the time to watch this, thanks again, and I will see you soon in another video. Bye!